What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV, the network, the one channel on YouTube where we actually adopt some connections despite our differences. And we thank you for coming to my channel. Listen, I need y'all. I'm gonna post a poll on the YouTube. What do y'all want? Do y'all want Mona to do the comedic reviews, or do you want Wesley to give you the real? Because I know a lot of these broads. And yeah, I have substance and context to talk to. Mona don't really care about none of this shit. And neither do I, but when I talk about this stuff, I talk about it because I've been going through it. Mona just talks out her ass. Listen, that's why I don't be understanding why a lot of people, a lot of the ladies don't really like Mona because Mona talks about them, but Mona is a character for comedy. But anyways, let me know what y'all want. Do y'all want to laugh at my wild shit, or do y'all want, the information from the real side with substance? Because I'm gonna tell you one thing. The real me, I don't care about what a lot of these girls do in real life. I'm cool with a lot of the women. And it's not like I don't like any of them. I just don't like what they do on TV. And so that be it. Some of these people be getting their feelings. Y'all think that I'm biased and don't like this one and don't like this one. I can care less about the big three. Let's be clear. I can care less about them. I think Summer is the biggest star out of the three. It goes Summer, Lex, Dolly for me. And that's mainly because of what they do on TV. Summer lost a lot of cool points with the whole Timmy Hill comment. I was like, Emmett Till comment. I was like, that was just really, really low class, low key for me. Like, what did they call it? Low vibrational. That was very extremely low vibrational. But I could look at her and tell that for what this show gives and what the network gives, Summer is a star. Summer would never be on Big Brother, would never be on Love Island. Like, if they had somebody, they would never cast her for that. They just wouldn't. There's no shade, but they wouldn't. But now that's TV World or Zeus World, baby, she in there like swimwear. She probably wearing a thong, and it's okay, right? Because, you got something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I like Summer. Summer is funny. She's corny and funny at the same time. Lex is cool. I think Lex is one of out of the big three. I wish that Lex wasn't in the big three. I wish that Lex was like a Scotty or like a Nunu, somebody that's not in a clique, somebody that's by themselves, somebody that stands alone, because I think we would appreciate Lex more. I think Lex gets a lot of love and a lot of hate, but the hate comes from the fact that we don't see her in the duo, because we know she's not doing that. And we know she's not doing that because she wasn't the one that picked up shit. Dolly picked up shit first, and then someone said, okay, friend, let's throw shit around. Lex is not doing that. You know what I'm saying? We know that Lex is different because she cared that her wig was ripped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dolly ain't crying over that. Summer ain't crying over that. She's like, I don't care. So we know that Lex is very different from them. She just found the pocket to put her hands in, and her hands are in that pocket. And we want her to separate herself from that, but she's not going to. It's okay. She can stay with the two and all she wants. Dolly, well, we're not here to talk about that. We I know so much shit about these people. Listen, we're here to talk about Mariah Lynn showing her hand. And I'm like, why are you showing your hand, friend? Why are you showing your hand? You don't need to be showing your hand like that. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the fact that, and shout out to Baddies Hottest T, right? Or Baddies Gone Wild _ T Inc. We're going to shout them out because they got a video, and my girl is on here boxing. You know what I mean? Like, she on here boxing. And my thing is, why? Why are you showing us that you boxing? You showing us that you're going to do better in your fighting skills? Like, is your fighting skills, have they improved? Now, she looks good doing a straight jab to two hands that ain't moving. And that's another thing. It's like, why? Okay, first off, yes, you have to perfect the straight jab. But in a fight with the baddies, they not standing straight in front of you for you to jab them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't moving, they ain't wilding, they going out there, they going like this. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that outside of this clip that we see, that the dude is moving the hands. You know what I mean? Like moving her hands round and round, he bobbing and weaving and trying to attack her. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to see, the improvement with Mariah Lynn. If you could throw a straight jab at two hands that's not moving, that's great. It looked like she got a little strength and power in it because she using her shoulders and her leg to go with the, you know what I'm saying? But the girls don't fight like that. Like the girls don't fight like that. Now we know that Tiki got them hands. And Tiki, she can move with you. Her fists move with your face. You trying to go hit, bow, you hit it. Or you trying to go, bow, you hit that. You know what I mean? Tiki is cool with that. She could bop, 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 bop. But Mariah Lynn, I don't know, sis. It looked good in the video, but I don't know. So I'm hoping that she gets better with the fighting. You know what I mean? Because like Diamond did this video with Clarissa Shields, and we know what happened in the reunion. And I love Diamond. You know, Diamond be doing a lot of stuff for play, and that's cool if she's doing it for play. But this looked like Mariah Lynn looked like she's serious in this. And I like Mariah Lynn. I like Mariah Lynn way better than Summer, because right now her and Summer are going at it. You know what I mean? So Mariah Lynn is way better than Summer. I just don't appreciate Mariah Lynn using the N-word because she ain't black. For me, I'm on that. If you not black, do not use that word. I hate when black people use the word, but if you're not black, it is not okay. I don't care where you're from. I don't care who you're around. For me, okay, Gretchen, for me, it's not okay. Now, all the black women came on my set with the interviews and was like, nah, Gretchen, cool. And then Diamond was like, no, Gretchen, a real nigga. I'm like, what? And I get it, right? A lot of people are so desensitized to the word and don't put power in the word anymore because it's just so frequently used amongst everyone. And yes, I get it. Non-black people that grow up in the hood or grow up around black people have consumed that word, and around their people, it's okay. But I need for the adults to come out of that mind frame and understand that if I'm not from your hood and I'm from a different part of the world and it's not okay for me, don't disrespect me. People need to understand, like you need to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I can call this person fat, or I can call this person ugly, or I can do whatever I want to do where I'm at. But when you're dealing with a cast ensemble on a show and you understand or have been told that don't call me fat, don't call me ugly, you know what I mean? Don't do it. And so in my mind, Mariah Lynn, cool. But I don't want to hear her say the N-word no more. Like, not on TV, not being recorded, yelling out a car. I don't want to hear that. Other than that, I like Mariah. Why do I like Mariah? Because Mariah is dope. I feel like she has had one of the realest, or if not the realest storylines on freaking Zeus. And Mariah's not a Uzi. She get in there. Win, lose, or draw. You know, is it me? Or am I the only one that hate that excuse? Win, lose, or draw. No, you should only be winning. You know what I mean? Like you talk about, just win. And if you're not winning, don't fight that person. Don't fight that person no more. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you got a lot of heart. You stay getting beat up though. Like, is it like, you know how people say work smarter, not harder? It's like, is the person dumb because they know they can't beat this person and they stay getting beat up? Like people pride themselves in that. Well, at least I still get in there. I still get in there. Win, lose, or draw. And then you come back looking lumped up and bloody and, you know what I'm saying? Leaking. And, like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Like, in a situation like that, when you know that you really can't fight like that, and the people that you keep fighting, you keep getting bodied and your face keep getting exploded looking like, the only time you should continue to fight this person that keep whooping your ass is if they always antagonizing you and always getting your face and you feel like there's no other opportunity for you to turn around and walk away. But if this person, if Summer, let's just use Summer because I talk about Summer too. If Summer 18 miles away from you and she spin, don't run up to Summer and get beat up. and she beat you up 5 times. Like, that don't make no sense to me. But if Summer come up on you, then you snuff her one. Make sure you get that one hit in, though. Summer. Mariah Lynn, because we talk about Mariah Lynn. Make sure you get that one hit in, though. That one good hit. You doing these straight jabs to the hands that ain't moving. Summer ain't moving yet. She in front of you, jab her in her jaw. That's what you need to do. You know what I mean? I don't know. I like Mariah. Mariah's a little spunky. But out of the 3 of them, Mariah, Summer, and Anna's the best fighter. Let's be clear. But here's the thing, though. Here's the gotcha. Summer came back this season and was not knocking them out, but throwing them blows. Summer has improved on her physical. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she a match for Tiki. She ain't no match for Tiki. No. But she has improved. So, Mariah, you doing these boxing lessons, ma. I hope you improve, because if not, Summer gonna have you spinning like she had Marissa spinning. Marissa was like this, spinning. What was that about? Bitch, you had Summer had, she was swirling, didn't know where to hit. She over here. That, we don't need that from Mariah. I don't want that from Mariah. So Mariah, no sir, don't do that, mama, don't do that. Let's see what y'all saying in the comments. Someone said, yes, Mariah, this is actually the smartest thing you could do. Everybody in the comments saying this is crazy, but it's never crazy to perfect anything, especially if you're on TV. Then another comment said, what if Mariah learned a few things these past couple of seasons? Another comment said, I hope she puts it to good use for real. That's what I'm saying. Don't show us that you learning how to box and then you don't box. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy for me. I just wish she would have never showed this. And then she get on the show and she whoop it. You know what I'm saying? She whoop her hoes. That's what we need, Mariah. That's what we need. Don't show us this shit and then you lose. To Summer, stop it. They do this and still lose. That's what I'm saying that. I'm saying that. You know what I mean? My thing is, why not go on the show and have fun? That's what Baddies is supposed to be about. Everything doesn't need to be a fight, girl. You watching the same show we watching, everything is a fight. And then someone says, Mariah not finna play with y'all this season. Let's hope. Now let's get to Summer, because Summer, I like Summer. No matter what, Summer Talk says she's naive. And no matter what, like I said, win, lose, or draw, she's still talking. I think Summer looks better with the titties. I think she looked better with the new tits. I think she do. And I think her wig game need to be a little bit better too, because sometimes she be looking, I don't know what the hell be going on in these confessionals sometimes. I really don't. But she a funny girl, and, you know, she keeps the energy moving. She keeps the entertainment there. You know what I mean? That's what we need. I feel like for baddies, we need that. Yeah, that's what we need. We can't have, because although I love Tiki, she in my top 5. I love Tiki. Mass majority is GP. Don't really like Tiki because she just be on plain Jane. She's naive and don't be doing anything until they get to the reunion. At the end of the day, we know, and she know, that she can eat these hoes. And she don't be wanting to lump people's faces up. I get all that. But it would be nice to see more of a personality, more of an entertainment kind of thing from Tiki. I think that's the only thing she need to switch up on. If she switch up on that, everybody, well, she ain't got to work. She ain't got to do nothing. She back on the show. I'm sure her check was increased, and everybody wanted her back on the show because we like what we see, but just give a little bit more pizzazz and personality. We got this other post says, Chill.Thompson, I guess he's an executive, says, "There's Summer. Mariah is the reason you got on the show. Remember, you should be thanking her, not fighting her. Summer seeked Mariah out in the auditions in Detroit to start a confrontation with her. The cameras followed her, and that's how she got discovered. Summer never actually got a chance to audition. Mariah was her meal ticket to get on the show. What makes Zeus real funny, I heard a lot of stuff about Zeus. Okay? Zeus be playing games with these women. Like, And I'm not even gonna say Zeus. I'm gonna say the people that work in the offices that make these decisions, because these decisions aren't made by Natalie by herself. They're not. These decisions aren't made by Lemmy by himself. They're not. There's a group of people, okay, that all work together to make these decisions. Okay, I just say allegedly for purposes of saying allegedly, but y'all heard what I said, okay? And so what's funny about these people that make these decisions is that somebody didn't like Mariah, or something happened with Mariah, or whatever. You know, if Mariah can come back and be like, no, I had to work, I had to worry about my family. These girls don't never not be on that because of that. Let's be clear. It don't be that, okay? I'll say allegedly again, but y'all hear what I'm saying. So you had this girl mess up Mariah's wig and get at Mariah. Anna Matt try to holler at Summer on behalf of Mariah, and then you don't put Mariah back on the show because you put Summer back on the show, the girl that did an audition, and the girl that fought Mariah. The Mariah that did a couple seasons. You leave her home, but bring Summer. That's funny style. That's funny style. But I'm glad that Mariah is coming back, because this is about to be some shiz naive. Mariah coming back for Summer. And Anna. So Mariah and Anna for some, that's gonna be hilarious. I think all these women are in the same weight class. They're both tiny little things. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be funny. Mariah Lynn responds and says, that part, never forget. Baddies USA flag. Everyone knows it never gave scary. So I'ma just cross that bridge when we get there. Baby, make sure that bridge is put together. Do not, you done showed us that you boxing in these streets. Baby, you better box her face up. That's all I want to see, Mariah. I don't see nothing. And the N-word better not come out your face. Wouldn't it be crazy? Wouldn't it be crazy if Mariah get at Gretchen for using the Baby, that would be hilarious. And what is Gretchen going to do this season? Because we know she's still going to say the N-word. We know she's still going to say the N-word. Now, is Cold Killer going to have a problem with that? What you talking about on my son? What you talking about? Word out. However she Cold Killer, how you know her, or whatever she do, however she do it. Is Fauna gonna have a problem with it? Is Tavy gonna have a problem with it? But I think Tavy said she met Gretchen. I think every girl that I've interviewed said that Gretchen is dope as shit. Every girl that I interviewed, except for Jayla. Jayla don't like Gretchen. Jayla like, I don't want no part of that. You know what I mean? And I understand. Jayla, we here, girl. Jayla, ooh, bitch. Baby, I find out so much shiz naive in these interviews. And you know, I love these girls. Like when I meet them and I hug them and I understand them and they, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna call out with, you know, yeah, bitch, what? Then Mariah says, not one lie told here, she wouldn't have had a job if it wasn't for Big Mariah Lynn and the Zeus Network. We make stars out of randoms. Mariah, I like when Mariah be popping her shit because she feel like she... Baby, who y'all think gonna win in this battle? Mariah Lynn, if you doing boxing lessons, you better box her grill out her mouth. Don't play, Mariah. Do not play, Mariah. Now, they both equally, like, if I don't care about one over the other. They both equally, you know what I mean? But Mariah Lynn taking boxing lessons, so she better box Summer. Because Summer is known to be not the fighter. You know what I mean? And neither is Mariah Lynn, no shade. But Mariah Lynn is, they both the same. They both the same. Like, y'all know they both the same. So I don't care either way who win or lose, but bro, you out here taking boxing lessons and recording it and showing us. You better win. Girl, that's gonna be so hilarious if Mariah Lynn don't win against Summer and she do the win. Marissa was like this. Marissa was like, oh my God, where did she go? Oh, she's over here. Baby, listen, leave your comments below the video. I'm gonna do a poll. Do y'all want me to do reviews of Baddies or do you want Mona to do reviews of Baddies? Let me know. Love y'all. Deuces.